What's going on, everyone? It's Adam and Craig with Grandstand Golf. In the show, we're doing PGA DFS Sleepers for the 2021 Sony Open in Hawaii. Almost stumbled again with 2021, but soon. Maybe by February, I'll get there.
Yeah, almost by the time 2022 rolls around, we'll be sure to have that down.
Yeah, exactly. We already have our PGA DFS picks out, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. Sleepers video, we're doing 7,500 and under on DraftKings. We're going to give you 3 picks each, 6 picks total. Obviously, don't play these all in the same lineup unless you want to go crazy, but these are guys we like to
you never know. You never know.
You never know. Anything else there?
We have live show tomorrow. We'll be doing 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Not sure yet whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube. We have not done it on YouTube yet, so it depends if we can figure that all out. But if you have a preference, if you're not going to watch it somewhere, but you will watch it the other one, let us know below so we can try to get everyone out there chatting about the next day.
And that's when we really dig into the 6Ks, the low 7Ks,
the whole field, really.
Video, the whole field theory about how we're playing the slate as well. So lots of good stuff there.
Yep. You want to jump in?
Let's jump into it. My first sleeper, Chez Reavie, 7,400 on DraftKings. He's 34th there. He's 34th on FanDuel as well at 9,100. He's been slumping, and it's no secret that he hasn't been playing well. But if you look really into his statistics, it's all because of a really, really cold putter. Since the U.S. Open, he's lost at least 0.8 strokes in putting per tournament. So he's not even anywhere close to average or where he has been before. In that same period, for this field, this is for 1 year, he ranks 7 strokes in approach over the last 12 months at 0.91. So his approach play, which you need at this course, is
the money.
Is still really strong.
Yeah.
And then really, really good course history here. 3 top 20s, third in 2019, 1 missed cut, last 4 years. He's been playing here for about a decade. He's a veteran. This is something where I'm not looking at the immediate form. I'm looking long-term. I think his caliber, he's better than 34th in the field here, what we're paying for him on DraftKings and FanDuel.
Yeah, and I think, sometimes when someone has something like a putter not working properly for them, having a little bit of time off isn't the worst thing, because then they actually, it can be very difficult to implement things when you're going from tournament to tournament. But when they have a few weeks that they can, hit the reset button, that's when you can see that
exactly.
turnaround.
Yeah, exactly.
So my first one here, I've got Matthew NeSmith. I feel like I bring him up a lot, but I really like his game, and I think the arrow continues to point up for him. He's 7,400 on DraftKings, 34th most expensive there, 9,000 on FanDuel, 36th most expensive there. He's got really good recent form. Last 4 starts, he's got 3 top 20s.
So if you've been talking about him, he's been paying off 3 top 20s in the last 4.
I feel like he has been paying off for me. So he's only 1 start here. He was 32nd. So, for a rookie, that's pretty good result. Mm-hmm. I think it's encouraging that if you think about that as like, okay, he came here with less under his belt as a rookie last year and he was 32nd. Yeah. He comes in pretty good form. He should be above that. I was looking at, I put this new stat on the model all the way back to the start of the 2019 season, 2019, 2020, and then thus far through 2020, 21. He's 14th in scoring average over, for the whole field. So if you think about getting him at a 34th, 35th, 36th price, it's good value.
Yeah. And you think he's peaking right now, or he's trending up?
Yeah, I think he is trending up. Now, the one thing about him, so going back beyond these last 4 starts, he did have a string of missed cuts. So he has been very, very volatile, since the restart. 7 of last 13, he's missed 7 cuts. So he is less than 50% cuts made. So I think he's someone in big GPPs that has upside, but you don't want to load up on too much of these type of guys, because missing the cut would not be the most surprising thing. So high upside, high volatility.
Someone I had my eye on as well, and will definitely play him I think he's checking a lot of boxes. Ownership is a little bit where I get a little bit worried. I have seen his name kind of thrown around a little bit, but he's checking all the right boxes, and his form looks really, really strong.
Yeah. Well, it's good to check boxes.
My second play here, Austin Cook. He's 6,900 on DraftKings. He's 57th. I have a feeling this is kind of where the GPPs, the tournaments, are going to be one loss at this price range. On FanDuel, he's 8,500. He's 54th. At 6,900, we have Gim, we have Higgs, we have Malnati, and we have Michael Thompson. So I think there's a lot of players that could get some ownership there. I think Austin Cook is someone that might just go a little bit overlooked, and that's why he's kind of he's really catching my eye. So he's a PGA winner, 2017 RSM. He has a second place in the fall, so he has been playing well. A little bit more volatility. There is some missed cuts there as well. The 2020-21 PGA Tour season, he's 6th in par 4 scoring. Remember, it is a par 70, so we have a lot of par 4s this week. He's 21st in proximity. I've been talking in our other show about stroke gains approach, proximity, greens and regulation. I think it's going to be a birdie fest. It's good weather. I want guys that are going to get near the pin, get lots of birdie chances. He's only played here once before in 2018, and he was 18th, tied for 18th. Craig, you look confused. Like, for some reason, this.
Well, no, I was just trying to very quickly look up. We spoke on our last show about how this, just with the weather and the course and everything, it looks like it might be a bit of a birdie fest. I'm trying to think. I think the Shriners was the other one. It was the one in Vegas that was a birdie fest, right?
Yeah, he was in the playoff. I think 22, 23 under.
Yeah, so I mean, it is encouraging. If you do have those type of people who can really get hot and go on, get low over the course of 4 rounds. So, I like the play. I think I will have him in my player pool.
I'll probably have other 6,900 players in my pool as well, but I just think he kind of stands out as kind of a sneakier
Well, I'm
one.
not making lineups without putting Doug Gim in there, so.
I know.
Okay, my next one here. Cameron Davis comes in 7,200 on DraftKings, 42nd, 8,800 on FanDuel, 42nd there. I feel like he's one of your boys, so maybe I'm stepping on your toes a bit, taking him here. Made cut in 8 of his last 9. You may remember one of those ones he made the cut. It was about as low scoring of DraftKings wise, low scoring a made cut as you can get, because he just blew up on the weekend. But so the thing with Cameron Davis, and I think maybe I should preface him as a sleeper with saying, if you don't necessarily like it, look at him as a showdown play, because really the volatility round to round with him is stark, and he has had tournaments where he's had one of the lowest rounds and then also really ugly rounds. So he clearly has the ability to go low. It's really just a matter of him holding that over 4 rounds, and I think we will see that. Like, I think the talent he has, I think we will start to see that. Looking at him as a stat fit, he's had a really strong putter and really strong ball striking since the restart. He's gained, I believe, about 0.4 since putting since the restart, and over a quarter stroke, both approach and off the tee. The problem has been his around the green. He's been losing about a quarter stroke there. So, will he tidy that up a bit, or has it just been a few rounds that he has been dramatically below average there? I don't know, but if I was to take putting and ball striking, I'm pretty comfortable with those stats typically. Last thing, course history. He does have a 9th finish here last year. And this course seems to do what, like, Aussies seems to do well at this course. So I don't know.
There's something about the Aussies in Hawaii in January.
I don't know if it's just a short trip or what it is, but so I'll be rostering him in my week longs, and I probably will be looking at him in some showdowns as well.
Yeah, I really like Davis. A couple reasons. It seems like people are going to lean kind of accuracy, shorter players. They can take advantage here. You can have a Chez and a Kisner, and they can win here. But if you have someone like Davis who is hitting his fairways that week, he could also just dominate. Like, he's going to have these short wedges, and he's going to flip these wedges in and rack up birdie, eagle, birdie. Like, he can go on.
There's an upside there that some of the other people are priced around here don't have.
Absolutely upside. Great GPP play. I'm going to have him. Of course, he is my boy. Like, come on. My third and final sleeper, Wes Bryan. He's 6,300 on DraftKings. He's 99th there on FanDuel. He's 7,600, 90th. I was talking about Cook as kind of a sneaky play. I feel like Wes Bryan's kind of a smacky in your face, obvious play. And that worries me a little bit. But it just kind of seems like a misprice. 99th on DraftKings. Last 12 months, he ranks in the field second strokes gained approach. I think just behind either Henley or Markall, one of those guys.
I think it's Henley. I would assume it's Henley.
Strokes gained approach. Obviously had injuries and he's just coming back. 8 events back. He's had 3 top 25s, 3 missed cuts. So a lot of volatility there. He has played here before, 6 rounds. Obviously that means 1 missed cut. 68.5 scoring average. So he's played decent. Even when he did miss a cut, he didn't hit over par. Like he had 70-70. So he's still never shot over par here in a competitive round. It's just like how low can he go if he's kind of healthier and in better form. It's the high ownership though. At 6,300, he seems like the obvious plug and play. And I hate kind of cheap, high owned chalk. So if I'm playing Wes Bryan, I'm being very different. A lot of salary on the board, but I think he will be chalky.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think that there's a lot of upside. It's really the ownership that causes me concern. So I haven't made my lineups yet, so I don't know how I'm going to handle it. It could be one where I just decide to go completely stay away from him and really just count on the fact that he might get over 15%, maybe pushing 20% ownership, and then just feel like if he's 50-50 to be really a good play, then the 50% of the time he doesn't, then I'm having all that leverage. But I don't know. It's such an attractive price that it can let you do so many things with your lineup. So the reason he's going to be high owned makes it appealing to me too. Okay, my last one here. I've got Takumi Kanaya. He comes in 7,100 on DraftKings. That's 47th there, and 8,600 on FanDuel. That's 50th there. I think most people probably have heard of him by now. But you may not have. He's just recently turned pro, October 2020. I believe it was just after the U.S. Open that he turned pro. Since then, 4 straight top 10s in Japan. That includes a win at the Dunlop Phoenix. Very, very decorated amateur career. He was the number 1 ranked amateur for, I believe, over a year.
55 weeks.
55 weeks straight. Maybe not straight, but 55 weeks.
No, I think 54 and then another one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're close.
But during that time, 2018 Eisenhower, you look back at the tournament, he was second at that tournament in terms of the individual. And you look at some of the other names, both Victor Hovland and Colin Morikawa were below him. So he definitely has chops. We have seen him a couple times on the PGA Tour. U.S. Open this year, he missed the cut on the number. And then at the Zozo, he was tied for 41st. So, not overwhelming success in the little bit we've seen him in North America. But I think enough that for a guy who is so young and has just turned pro, I'll take numbers that are kind of middle of the field as he's figuring it out and absolutely dominating in Japan. I think this is going to be a fairly comfortable course for him. I think there's tons of Japanese connection with the sponsorship and with there's always Japanese players coming here to play because of the sponsorship exemptions. I just think I don't know yet what ownership will do. I suspect it will be a little bit high, but
I think so too. Yeah. It's not, I think there's a lot of hype around him for good reason. He's a ton of talent, very strong putter. I kind of agree, like with the Aussie thing, the Aussies play well in January at Hawaii. I think the Japanese players, they should as well. And he should be very comfortable here. And he probably, if he is anywhere near his game where he was in the fall, should cruise through the cut line and threaten top 20s.
Yeah, I was trying to do just a little bit digging through stats to try to figure out his game. It looks like he's a very precise player, more of a not necessarily the longest off the tee. Although when you look back at 2019 stats, he was almost pushing 300 with distance, but really more super high greens and regulation, very strong approach player, and a good putter, as you said. So I think the arrow. The futures market on him is strong. So it's just a matter of what we're going to see this early in his career.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I'll try this again in a little. I missed the arrows, I think, with our last video, but please subscribe, watch our other videos, like and comment. Let us know who your favorite sleeper is below. We appreciate it. Good luck this week.
Yeah, good luck, guys. We'll hope to see you tomorrow night.